And before we get started, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the bell, make sure that you click all to get all the notifications for the videos that I drop. Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Ghostdog back in the house with War number 5 of season 38. This one's against 10 PLN. And let's just get started, man, because thumbnail says it all. Thumbnail says it all. I got to figure a few things out, but we are here at Tier 3. It says Tier 3, but in reality it's Tier 2 still. Tier 2 nodes, Tier 2 selections. Everything about it was Tier 2 except for the scores, which hurts even worse. So, Path 4 still, taking Mordo with America Chavez. I have that Man God on that new mini node that I have never done before. Then we got Ham, Black Widow, and we'll be taking Doom up there on our favorite spot in Mini Boss Island. Let's go back. Team today is going to be Spidey 2099, Moleman, and Warlock. And I talked about why the heal block on Path 4 is important. You see, we just have the one tactic. Sick and tired, just like it is in Tier 2 and Tier 1. Go ahead and get started. We're going to hop on in. I've waited now time to go in and take my fights because I knew I had a few. Wanted to clear that first fight in front of Man God before I hopped in, so I could just use one boost to get through my first set of fights. Just going to drop a rainbow boost down here. No need to drop a 6-hour one because I can't remember if I take my fights at night or if I take them in the morning. I believe I took them in the morning. So yeah, I just used the rainbow boost. It was going to decide if I was going to use an invulnerability boost here or not. So I ended up using a Power Start 1 boost instead. I really got to pick better spots to use those in, but kind of important to a point. No's not that big of a deal. Just, I think the only thing I had to worry about is he places too many fatigues on me. He could go unblockable. We got the heal block on us. I'm just going a 5-hit combo. And got the Power Start 1 going. Whiffed on the heavy there, but I got it there. Dex special 2. As you can see, he's kind of doing it so he was healing. And now that I have the 3 debuffs on him, he can no longer heal. And now I have 3 debuffs on me as well, so I have to kind of be careful. So we are dexing, keeping the wither up, keeping his power gain down. Wither for this one was more about just getting the fight done faster. That's all that was about. It was nothing more than that. 41-second fight. Gotta appreciate those. And then it's our favorite bully, American Chavez. Back on this ebb and flow knockdown node with the immunity when you knock him down for 4 seconds. So here I decided to switch over to an invulnerability boost. And because Chavez is a bully. She's a bully, man. It's just flat out how call it what it is. She's a bully. Look at this. Comes out right out the gate, throws the heavy. Like, I mean, for real. So knocked her down to get and then got intercepted. Got intercepted trying to go in. Yeah, that was my mistake. I was a little too aggressive there. So we lose our invulnerability boost right out the gate, right? So things were going just as I planned. Just as I planned. Just like the fight last time, just looking for opportunities to get her down. And here, throwing the special 2 to get the knockdown triggers the 4 seconds of debuff deal. And then we counter her heavy with a heavy. And her protection's back up. Man, I feel like this protection is always up. And there, I don't know what I was doing. I just was way too close. The biggest one is you don't want to get the blue one up. The blue one is the Thorns one, which I did have up last time, so I'm just trying to prevent that from happening this time. This one's actually going a lot better than the last one. She's building up prowess, though, so we try to make sure that we don't get caught by any specials. So deck stat. And then just try to make sure we keep her no more than a special one. And then bait the rest of those out. Got the heal block up. Throw the special one of vulnerability. Get the knockdown. Just random heavies. Just not even close to hitting me. Just throwing random heavies. I mean, she's such a bully, dog. She knows what she's doing. The AI knows what they're doing with her, just throwing random heavies. So, knockdown again. Got the immunity. Get her to throw a special one. Before the Fury runs off. Throw another set here. Which in hindsight, I probably should have waited. Just because now I have to do the next one without a knockdown without any benefit if I decide to go there. Still just continuing. Holding her to her special one. Never got her to a special two this time, so much better fight this time than last time. I'm feeling pretty good about war overall. I didn't really, I lost like 16% health in 2 fights, so I'm not mad about that at all. And then got one more fight to do, 17% health. I think I throw on a level 3 or level 4 potion. It was level 4 single individual potion for this fight. Maybe. I don't even remember if I did or not. But it's just Man God on Scared Stiff, which is that rooted node, which I had never really done before. So I went ahead and throw back on an invulnerability boost since I've used up my Power Start 1. Yeah, and I used a level 4 to heal back up to almost full. We're just shy. So I wanted to make sure we had a good amount of health going into this fight since I never took this before. Man God, I've done several times. This node I've never done. And I'm assuming that when you don't hit them is when you get rooted, because here I got rooted a lot. And I was like, oh man. And I didn't realize that till now. So just trying to keep him below a bar of power, or right at a bar of power. So he's going to get to his hatred phase, which is nothing I really can do about it, because I'm used to taking him on nodes where I bring anti-venom, but these last 2 times I just couldn't fit anti-venom onto the team. And here now he's at his hatred, so this is always fun. So I did throw a special one, had it loaded up for just that purpose right there. Not to get out the root. I wasn't worried about the root so much, more so than I was worried about him getting the unblockable. All right. So we're back in business. I think I finally get to back to the special 2 here. He just kept throwing heavies while I was rooted. Okay. And he almost threw a special 2. And we have bubble shield to worry about, but we got out of the hit before bubble shield was a thing. I actually didn't. It was actually on accident. So. And then since he wasn't unblockable, I was able to pause that, or able just to hold block on that. So, I mean, the fight, for the most part, is still steadily kind of under control. I get rooted again right there. It's like, so I used up my indestructible. But I still think we're pretty much in control. We got one more block hit we can take before. Oh, that's right, because I can block unblockables. I forgot. I can block unblockables as a guitar champ. I keep forgetting that part. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. There, look, I got rooted just as I was getting ready to attack. It's like, come on, man. And now we've lost a little bit more health, and I'm noticing, like, okay, we got to hurry up and get this fight down. And you guys seen this before. I mean, like, it's okay. Back to another special 2, and special 2 does enough damage to take down the fight. Works out well. I don't use him again until the last fight of war, so I didn't have to worry about healing him back up while the boosts were going or anything like that. So go to bed, wake back up the next day. I think. Yeah, next day. Yeah, came back the next day, and here. Maybe I should have just kept going the way I was going. I should have just waited and tried to get this down. But I think I waited for a few hours and finally fell asleep. But finally now we got to Piggy. I'm thinking, okay, Moman's a great counter. Now he can shrug debuffs. He can stop evade. So all that plays into effect. So I'm just like, okay, this should be a relatively easy fight, right? Like, I'll just bait special ones, and we'll shrug debuffs. I'll let him hit into my block a few times to get unstoppable, to take away the monster mass charges, just because I don't want to go into frenzy, right? That's the biggest thing. Just don't go into frenzy. Right now, things are going to plan. Got him bar power, got some bleeds on him, just dexing out. I'm like, okay, throw your special. Okay, so I hit him a couple more times. Like, all right, throw your special. I think he finally does throw his first special one. Yeah, right there. Shrug the debuffs. And I go unblockable. So, all right, cool. So I get him. So, all right, like, good. Let's throw your special here. I hit him one time. He hits me. I go unstoppable. Hits me again. Go unstoppable. And there, I couldn't dex. I couldn't move back no more. I was like, what's going on? All right, so now he's got me in the corner. So I just figured, okay, well, I'll go ahead. I'll get him to a special 2. And we'll let him do his thing. Now I'm just in the corner. Like, I can't get out the corner. So I just hit him a little bit more. It's like, all right, throw your bleeping special 2, pig. No, he decides to go ham. Never throw special 2. But the moment he hits special 3, no problem throwing that, right? I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Like, are you serious? I've been baiting special 1, special 2 in the corner for a minute and a half, almost. A minute and a half might have been a long. Minute. I'm like, are you serious? So I know I revive him. I come back. I breathe for a moment. I came back. I actually stopped the recording, then came back. Breathe for a moment. Heal up, Moman. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just go back in. Finish the fight the way we should. Actually, I stopped. Like here, you can see I paused for a minute. Like I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to calm myself down. Like, why in the heck would the AI not throw the special? I'm literally giving them openings before I got back all the way to the wall. Even when I pushed back out of the wall, why wouldn't he? So I throw back. This time now, I finally throw an invulnerability boost. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm throwing an invulnerability boost, and we'll go back in here. And then I think the fight like goes okay from this point. Like I don't die again on this fight. So it's going back in, trying to bait special 1. Hit into the block. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got a monster massive. We shrug 3 debuffs. I'm like, just throw your special 1, pig. Throw it. Throw your special 1, pig. Throw it. Got hit with a heavy again. Like that one was on me. So finally I get him to throw a special 1. 2 monster mass charges. Which means I shrugged him. So it means I'm unblockable. So I'm throwing my special 2. Hoping for some decent bleed damage. It's okay. But I'm still unblockable, so I'm good. And he finally throws the special 1 again, but he dies from the bleed. I'm like, are you effing serious, man? That's all I wanted from the first fight, was for you to throw your special when I need you to throw your special. So I'm a little bit purred at this moment. I go in this fight with Warlock. I talked to my office about using a robot for this fight because of her random heavies of putting bleeds on you. So one, we start with a heal block, which that's not a big deal. I prefer for her to throw her special 1. I don't mind having to do it. I actually pushed to her special 2. And here's why I didn't want to have to worry about the special 2. Special 2 puts on a debuff. Well, then what happens is Crumbling Armor takes effect, and now Crumbling Armor's there. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm never going to get rid of her unblockable now, because the only way they fall off if all debuffs fall off. So now I got to play better, and then I don't know, man. It just doesn't go well. And she's throwing heavies to power. I'm like, are you serious? So she then parries me. I'm like, are you kidding me, dog? So finally I decide, you know what? F it. I'm going to throw the special 3. I know I can't heal, but I can get my adrenaline healing back and power drain her some, get her off her special 3. Her special 3 would have probably killed me, because I know I'd already lost my vulnerability. So now I'm degenerating her. So, I feel a little bit better, But there we go, try to slide out of the way and get caught again stepping back. It's like, man. And now she's got, she's in fire, Curse of Hellfire. So she's going to be hitting slightly harder. The debuffs there are going to do a little bit more. I get caught on the draft back, and that's it. And I'm like, oh my, are you kidding me? 2 deaths in 1 war. Like, I got to clean this up. Like, I know it's not all me, but man, it was just frustrating. I think I was still frustrated from the Mo-Man fight. And so I go back in, I heal up a little bit, revive and heal up a little bit, go back into the fight. I'm just super frustrated at this point. Like, literally, if we had not had such a horrible war as an alliance, I'd have really felt bad because these 2 deaths would have definitely made it a lot tougher. But we just had a terrible war as an alliance overall. We got, like I said, we're reopened alliance. We just got started back up. These last 2 performances in this tier were not indicative of how well we can play as a team. We're just trying to work a few things out. There you can see I did a special level 1 versus a 2 to try to go ahead and get the power drain going on her, so I didn't have to worry about the stupid special 2. So there we finally move on to our last fight of the war. We move on to Dr. Doom on Enhanced Power Gain and Special 2 Bias, which I'm pretty comfortable at this point dexing his Special 2. I'm also comfortable with Spidey 2099, having the Power Gain control. I decided to use my last Power Start 1. I can buy another one with units if I need to for today's war, which we are now doing War 6. We're not going to talk about War 6 right now. I don't know. The controls to me feel clunky today. I feel like some things are off. I couldn't, but we're not talking about next war. We're going to talk about the current war. But this fight you guys seen, I did it as a boss fight. I've done Man God and there I thought I got the parry. I didn't. And this was just a continuation of how bad the second half of my war was for me, because there was a lot of mistakes in here. I did get the solo, FYI, but it wasn't a pretty solo at all, not at all. All right, so now I'm up to a special 2, just waiting for his order to go down. So now I'm going to get the parry, hit, special 2, get the wither going, and trying to, there we go, land a parry. Dex to pause my debuffs so the ruptures can do more work. Alright, just now hitting into his block to build up ruptures. And throw a special 1. And the special 1 will help my pauses last longer. And there I just take, I guess, what I don't know what was happening. Like I said, this was the second half of war was just not good for me. Just not good for me. I don't know why. Got him to throw the special 1, and I prefer for him to throw the special 1, but I can dex the special 2 if I needed to. But it just makes things easier if I play special 1. Then I throw a special 1 here to finish the fight out. He was a conduit defender. As you can see, I had the heal block up, so his conduit didn't matter when I did knock him down. So there's that. 8% health left, bruh. Bruh. Like I said, it wasn't the best award for the Alliance overall. But you can see there my performance as a whole. We had congratulations to 10PLN for winning the war. We definitely screwed the pooch on that one, as I like to say. But that's going to be it for me, guys. If you guys are enjoying these videos, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think as far as the videos are concerned. If you guys have pointers, tips, anything like that, I'm always down for taking those. I want to improve myself for war more and put out different content for you guys more often as far as war is concerned. I've used Spider-Man 2099 I think just about every war this season. He's just a good champ for my path. So I think he's on my team yet once again this war, so you'll see him again in this war. But until then, till next time, it's your boy Ghostdog signing out. Peace.